Yeah, Shalom Israel, Shalom. Barakatah YaHaWah, Barakatah YaHaWaShi. Halalyam YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi, BaHaSham Qadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, a great millstone, a teacher and rule well. Peace and salutation to the Akim, pushing his truth all over the earth. And to the Akwith listening, the few Akwith, quietly listening, Shalom. This is the brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin camp here in Toronto with a quick lesson. And the title of this lesson is Pray Not for Them, right? Pray not for them, right? And we see what this COVID thing going on, man. You know, people are holding up virtual candlelight vigils and real life candle. Well, I can't really hold real life candlelight vigils because everything's on lockdown, quarantine. But there's a virtual candlelight vigil going around where people are changing their profile picture to pictures of candles, right? And basically it's a vigil for those vigil prayers, you know, for those affected by this COVID-19 thing, right? And we know it's the spirit, it's the will of the Most High, YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi. We know it's the will of the Most High that these judgments are going forth. Us in this truth, we know that, man, right? But the other nations, the heathens, wicked Esau, you know, lower level Esau, they don't know, right? They don't know what's going on, you know what I mean? And they're throwing up prayers and vigils and to their idols, right? Right? The scriptures tell us cry not for them, right? Well, yeah, it's a vigil going around, and this is what the candle looks like. And it's all over social media pretty much, right? Right? Candle of hope, they're calling it. And it's a vigil for those affected by the COVID, right? Right, let's get some precepts, man. Right, and we know his judgment is the judgment of YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi. Halalyam YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi. BaHaSham Qadash. Deuteronomy 32 verse 41. If I whet my glittering sword, right, whet, sharpen. If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me, right? This is judgments coming from the Most High YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi. Right? Right? Most High is not playing. Right? Most High is not playing. This is the will of the Most High. Right? His enemies, them that hate him, them that scoff, them that turn their back on YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi, right? Idol worshippers, right? The heathen, sinners, fornicators, right? Jeremiah 15 verse 2. And this is just the tip of the iceberg, man. You know what I mean? The judgments that are coming out are only going to get worse. Right? Jeremiah 15 verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi, such as are for death to death. Right? So the Most High's when the Most High allocates you to death, it's death. And such as are for the sword to the sword. When he allocates you to the sword, it's the sword. Right? This COVID thing is the Most High sword right now, man. And more swords are in the pipeline. More swords are coming. And such as are for the famine to the famine. Right? We haven't even seen famine yet. That's in the pipeline. That's coming. Famine is coming. Right? The writing's on the wall. Famine is coming. That's another one of the Most High YaHaWah BaHaSham YaHaWaShi swords. Right? And such as are for the captivity to the captivity. Khan. And we know in the kingdom, right? The heathens, Esau's elite, right? They're gonna go into chains, right? Fetters of iron, pursuant to Psalms 149. right? Fetters and chains. Right? We're not supposed to pray for them, man. You know what I mean? Book of Jeremiah 11, verse 14. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or a prayer for them. For I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. Right? The Most High YaHaWaShi is not hearing this candlelight vigil, man. Right? Most High is not hearing the prayers, crying out. These vigils. He's not, the Most High YaHaWaShi is not hearing that, man. Right? He's not hearing it. And he's telling us here in Jeremiah 11, verse 14, us in this truth, Most High willing, we're the elect. We're not supposed to be throwing up prayers for them, man. Right? The prayers we're throwing up is hurry up and come back. BaHaSham, BaHaSham, BaHaSham. Right? Establish your kingdom, establish the kingdom of Israel through your son YaHaWaShi. Once again, those are the prayers we're throwing up. We're not hanging on to this society, man. Right? If you're throwing up prayers, you're hanging on to this, man. You're hanging on to Esau's kingdom. Right? We're not hanging on to Esau's kingdom. Jeremiah 7, verse 16. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Right? We're not supposed to make intercession to the Most High YaHaWaShi on their behalf, man. Right? Right? For the sword is for the sword. For the famine is for the famine. For the captivity is for the captivity. Right? Jeremiah 15 and 2. Right? Isn't it saying Apocrypha, Sirach, help not a sinner? The book of Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 12. Verse 4. Sirach 12, verse 1. When thou wilt do good, know to whom thou doest it. Right? Know who you're doing good to. Right? So shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits. Do good to the godly man, and thou shalt find a recompense. And if not from him, yet from the Most High. Right? Do good to the godly man. Right? The fellow Akim, the sinner. Right? The fellow, the few Ak with listening. Right? The sinner. You do good. You do good. Most High willing or the elect. You do good to the Akim. Right? And if you don't get the recompense from who you're doing the good deed, the goodness to, it's yet from the Most High. Verse 3. There could no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Right? That's the sinner. Verse 4. Here's the point. Give to the godly man and help not the sinner. Khan. Right? Khan. Right? Don't pray for them, man. Right? We're praying for the end of this thing, man. We're praying for deliverance. Right? We're praying for YaHaWaShi to come back. Crack that sky. Acidic. Beam us up. Lay waste to this with cruise missiles. And establish his kingdom. That's what we're praying for. Looking for and hastening. Right? 2 Peter. Looking for and hastening. Second Peter 3, verse 12. Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right, we know this is going to dissolve. Right? And that's what we're looking for. Right? Verse 12, here's the point. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High YaHaWaShi, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right? That's what we're looking for. That's what we're praying for. Right? the melting of this and the reestablishing of Israel on the planet Earth, on Earth. You see me? Through YaHaWaShi. Right? But yeah, I just wanted to drop some precepts. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to be praying. We're not supposed to be praying in this for, you know, get well soon. Pray that we're not supposed to be praying for none of that, man. You see me? That's just hanging on to this Esau's kingdom, the beast system, man. Right? We're looking for in hasty. You see me? Halalyam, YaHaWah, BaHaSham, YaHaWaShi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Double honors once again to the apostle and the elders of Great Millstone, the chief one of Ruwell. Peace and salutation to the Akim, pushing the truth all over the earth. Kwame Asherala, Abad Babal.